Welcome back to another episode of Delaware Dynasty. This is episode, I don't know. I'm going to look it up. What episode are we on? We are on episode 9, so we are in season 9. And as you guys can see, we went 12 and 2 last time. We are ranked number 3 in the nation. So hopefully, we're due for a national championship soon. So, first things first, encourage transfers. Is there anyone that we are going to get rid of? Probably not, because we just do not need to. But as you guys can see, this team looks pretty young. There's a lot of freshmen on this team, a lot of sophomores. So, all in all, I am not going to encourage anyone. So, let's move on from that. Let's look at custom conferences. Is there anyone that we should move? Probably should move Notre Dame. They are a 99 overall, 99 offense, 99 defense, and they went 8 and 5. So, I feel like they should be in the SEC. Something tells me that they should be in the SEC. But then who do you move? Do you move Vanderbilt? Do you move A&M? Because A&M is struggling. Do we just add them to the SEC? Kentucky is struggling. Mississippi State. We have the new Pac-12, which doesn't seem to be a very strong conference. Boise State took a huge step down. We have the Mountain West. San Jose State is ranked 20, but Ball State is ranked 24. I would like to move UConn into a conference. I really don't think I want any independence at this point, especially Notre Dame. They're in 99 overall. They should definitely be in a conference. But for right now, I'm going to keep everything the way it is. Cincinnati is an 81 overall. TCU at a 74 is ranked 9. I mean, this is insane. USC is a 95. That's crazy. Washington is 82. But we're not going to move anyone. I would like to move Notre Dame. I want to get your guys' takes on should we move Notre Dame. And we can go up to Master Motivator. Or we can put our points in Tactician at this point, which would help us get into Strategist. It would help us get into Architect. Ugh. But realistically, I don't know where I want to go. I think maybe going into, as I should upgrade this, but I'm not going to. I think getting Master Motivator is probably the move. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to cost 12, but I think it'll help just in general, especially keeping players. A lot of this is going to be get them to tier 3, just like we did here. Get them to tier 3, so that way they're not going to transfer, and we're going to increase all XP gains. So that's what we're going to work towards. Eventually we'll go into Tactician, which will go into Strategist and Architect, but that's what we're going to work with for now. And we already still have good coordinators, so not worried about that. Now, I would love to see, and maybe you guys can tell me how to do this, but I would love to see the coordinators, like what their style is. I don't know how to check that. It looks like it's spread and base 4-3, but it looks like it changes with what we do. So I kind of want to go to something like veer and shoot, maybe, and just give that a try. See if maybe our offense will be better. We could do air raid, as that's pretty much where the strength of this team is going to be air raid. But I wouldn't mind doing veer and shoot, as a lot of teams are using spread. But maybe doing Texas State? I don't know. Tennessee is veer and shoot. What is TCU? Air raid? Da 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 da. I don't really know what I want to do. Because obviously it comes down to the players, right? But Ohio State is spread. Power spread for Notre Dame. I'm just trying to, like, look at, like, the higher rated schools and see what they do. Michigan State is pro style. Michigan is multiple. Miami is spread. So it looks like spread. A lot of them do spread. LSU is power spread. Interesting. Interesting. I think we keep it at spread. We could try Clemson air raid. I feel like that wouldn't be bad. I feel like any air raid would be good for us because we always have great receivers. And our running backs are always, like, iffy. But we're just going to go back to spread. So that's what we're going to do. Once again, I can't see, like, what the coaches want to do, which is annoying. I would love to see, like, what they specialize in, but it is what it is. So, let's advance this week. Let's see what we can do. We are ranked 5. We are a 3.5-star school. We are first in the ACC. So first and foremost, let's go into red shirts. Who do we want to redshirt? No quarterbacks. We got to keep running backs. Especially because we just don't have enough. So, I will keep the running backs the way they are. I would love to keep Justin Maben and redshirt him, because that would give him another year of eligibility and probably would work towards the draft. So I will redshirt him. Rashid or Rashed, we can redshirt. I think all of these guys, I'm going to redshirt unless if they want playing time. But we are very heavy on receiver, and we have one player that's a junior, and we have no seniors. So we should not be looking at receiver for, I'd say, a couple years. At tight end, we're gonna stick with Carden. We're gonna have Konatahi. We're gonna have Gastineau. And I think we can redshirt Ben Bynum. I think we'll be fine doing that. Left tackle, nothing. Left guard, probably should redshirt Terrell. We will redshirt Gerald Gathers. We have a lot of depth on the offensive line, so not super worried about it. At left edge, we don't have anyone. That's concerning. At right edge, Monty Blackstock is probably going to play left edge, in all honesty. Or actually, it might be James Williamson and Robert Tam. We're going to keep everyone there, not redshirted. Same thing with Shakir Brace. We will keep him unredshirted. We're going to keep Sammy Faulkner unredshirted, as we're probably going to start him. He's probably going to be the starting Mike for us. At will, I mean, Jalen Banks is an animal, but we will have to keep Tompano, or however you say that name. Call him Sam. That's all I'm going to do. And at corner, obviously we can't redshirt anyone, but we might want to look into corner. We have quite a few seniors and juniors, so we're going to be losing Mike Tubbs. We're going to be losing Nathan England. Well, soon. But Gallimore we will definitely be losing. We're going to be losing Jared Jeffrey. So, should probably look into, like, a couple corners. Nothing, huge. Ben Sneed, he likes playing time, so we will probably start him. Dickens will probably play strong safety. And then kicker and punter, we have a junior and a junior. So, all in all, that's all the red shirts that we're going to do. Now, let's go to recruiting. I think we're in a good spot where we can start going after, like, quite a bit of 5 stars. We can definitely get a lot of 4 stars. But I'd like to see if we're, in, like, 5-star territory, which we are. We're first for quite a bit of these players. So, I'm going to go after all those 5 stars. I wouldn't even mind going after, like, a receiver. And then we're going to go after some 4 stars. We have plenty of hours. So, let's go after you. Could probably look towards a quarterback. I know we have the redshirted freshman Trovon Volk. So, it's not a huge need. But would still like to go after him. Just to have. As I am putting quite a bit of players on my board. And yes, they are all 4 stars and 5 stars. Truly, I don't really know if I want to settle for anything less. So, at tight end, but we are at first for quite a bit of 4 stars. As we have filled out our board, and all we're going to do is give all these players offers. That's all we're going to do. So, Let's get that done. As you can see, our grades are phenomenal at this point. Not perfect, but it's definitely up there. But this is all we're doing. More Connors. And hopefully we can just get all these guys. Like, honestly. Do I think we'll get 35, 5, and 4 stars? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I think we can get a very high number of them. So, now that they have all been offered, we can start scouting. As you are a bust, my friend. 79 speed is not my favorite. So, but I'm going to keep him on the board just in case. We have a well-rounded right tackle who looks pretty good. We have another well-rounded right tackle. I'd argue he looks a little bit better. We can actually compare the two. So, it looks like Paris is more of like that finesse / run blocker, which is weird. I don't know, actually. I think Paris might be better. I'd say I'm edging toward Paris. Pause. That did not come out the way I wanted it to. This pass protector looks really good. I'll put him there. At corner, we have Drango, who looks absolutely phenomenal. And he's a gem. We are most certainly going to target him. He's going to be our number 1 target. Devo. Another gem. I will gladly go after you. Eric Nanny. He's an agile guy. He looks pretty good, honestly. He would be a really good right tackle for us. And then maybe, like, Paris would be, like, a good left tackle. Or, actually, Clay would probably be a left tackle for us. But Paris would be, you know, better just in general. He is well-rounded, but let's look at Frederick Driver. He looks okay. His route running is insane, but 86 speed kind of throws me off, but I don't mind him. I will move him up the board, probably, like, up to here. Glenn Wade. He's a pass protector. He's actually pretty... He's going to be, like, a little faster because his acceleration is actually pretty good. I don't mind him. Probably would move to left guard for me. So I will move him up the board. I think he's going to be a little bit more important than the receiver. We already got commit from Jamal Darisaw. That's insane. Was not expecting an insta-commit, but we'll take it. And some might say we already have the top class in the country. Chuck McCutcheon is a gem. He's a 4-star, and he looks actually sick. And he is going to be someone who I am very intrigued to go after. He's probably going to be there for me. We got Dante Beaver. 70 speed isn't my favorite. He is very strong. I think for me, he would probably, like, be a rush D tackle. So, I am interested in him, but he's not someone who, like, I'm gonna cry if we don't get. We have a raw strength. 91 strength is nuts. Wow. Why are you not a gem. Your pass block finesse is terrible, and your run block finesse is terrible. So maybe that's why. 91 strength is crazy. I'm gonna hold off. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Blake Hewerman, 87 strength, 81 speed, 79 power moves. He looks like he's gonna be really good. I do really like him, and we do need edge rusher, so he will be moved up the board. Jeremy Hart, contact seeker. I don't mind this. 84 speed isn't my favorite, but he's a contact seeker, and there might be room for him to develop. So I'll put him there. Ahmad Wooden. Once again, not the best athlete that we've seen, but he's not bad. He'll probably go here. Hakeem Ugwihe. I cannot say that name. And he's a gem. We'll gladly go after him. All the gems I'm putting at like the top of my board because they're gonna have sick development traits. Is that another gem that I just didn't see? No. Okay, game's bugging. Warren Connors. Hopefully. 87 change of direction is nuts. And he's a gem. I'm very interested. As my game is not performing great. Feels very slow. Hugh Tyree. He looks pretty good. I like the 91 strength. I think he'll definitely have some developing to do. But I will move him up the board. But not too far. Like, I think he goes here. We got Dion Volk. 82 speed. 82 power moves. 87 strength. He looks pretty good. So he's going to get moved up. As my game is running very, very slow. And I know I'm clicking slow, but that's because I don't want to overdo it. So, matter of fact, I will be back. I'm going to restart my game. So, I'll be with you guys back in a moment. Alright, we're back. And unfortunately, nothing saved. So, what I did is I did literally everything that I did prior to restarting my game. I didn't want to change anything. I didn't think it made sense. But what I will say is I don't know if I ordered these players properly or not the way I had it, but it's not the end of the world for that. But I did make sure that everything that I did do prior, I made sure it was all done. So everyone got a scholarship. We got the insta commit. That didn't change. The gems are all the same. So we're going to continue to scout. And honestly, restarting my game didn't really help. But I do like Dwayne. As you guys can see, it's still a little slow. And I don't like that. I want to see if maybe if I just back out of this screen, it might help. I have no idea. But it is not processing things very fast. So far, that's already working. So, let's continue to scout. We're going to look at Terrence Glennon, who's a gem. He's definitely going to be like a sub-linebacker role for us. But he's definitely going to go up here. I think it might just be like the constant reordering of players, so maybe I do that later. I have no idea. If you guys know why this is happening, please feel free to let me know. But Jeffrey Steven is also a gem. Oh my goodness. There's so many gems. And I continue to reorder as I'm going. But Grant Riggs, he looks okay. I do like his abilities. Is he someone who we're going to target insanely high? No. I would probably prefer Hugh Tyree over him, strictly because of he's more well-rounded. But we're gonna look at Ventura, who looks insane. 70 power moves, 92 strength, 73 block shedding. Like, he's a power rusher, keep in mind. Yeah. This guy is nuts. This is probably my #1 target. Like, he is 100% my #1 target, actually. And I need to stop changing the players around. Defari Ivy, he looks actually pretty good. I don't think he looks the best, but he doesn't look bad. He'll probably just have normal development, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. 80 speed for you. You look pretty good. 86 hit power is very nice. 80 zone coverage to go along with that also looks pretty good. So I am interested in you. Delvin Bean also looks pretty good. He's kind of up there with that other D-tackle, but that other D-tackle was out of this world. We have a lurker who looks actually pretty good. He's definitely a really good coverage guy. Would like his speed to be like a little bit better, but nothing wrong with it, as this running back looks really good too. Telvin Uzama, 86 speed at corner is a little concerning, but you look good overall. Shaquille Bartow looks kind of crazy. 89 speed, 78 man, 74 zone. He could easily be like a slot corner for us. We have a coverage specialist, 81 speed. That is not going to cut it, my friend. Yeah. I'm probably going to take him off my board and like replace him. And then last one, we have Devin Roth. He looks okay. Once again, I think he's more of like that rush D tackle. If we're in like a 3-3-5 or something, like a 3-3-4, he would be really good. So let's rearrange the players now. After all that, I think Bartow is going to go here. There, you also have to understand, I'm going to go after these gems first. But Garrison is going to be high up on my board. I can guarantee that. Because he looks really good. So I'll probably put him there, honestly. And then Uzama isn't going to be like, you know, super high up, but he's definitely going to be up there. I think he looks good enough to make me want to go after him. I would like to move Bobby Paris up a little bit. Maybe to here. Granted, it's only one spot, but there's a lot of good players in this class. Let's see who else. Is Is there anyone else? I really do like Ladarius Clay. I cannot lie. I really do like him. I think he'll go here. Dante Beaver, I'm gonna keep there. Frederick Driver, maybe son of Donald Driver. Who knows? Nanny is gonna go all the way down. He is not someone who I really care about. Roth will go there. Malden looks good. I will move him up. I also want to move Ivy up the board. I think Malden is going to go here with the other wills. And then I think the last move that we're going to do, which RJ Hill we're going to move down, but I think it's going to be, the last two is more than likely going to be Ivy and Bean moving up. Moses Spears doesn't look bad. Honestly, I'm going to move him up as well. I think I have a few, because I have a few wills up here, I'll put him here. Ivy is definitely going to move up, though, and so will Bean. Even though Ivy's a bust, he looks really good. And realistically, it's just going to mean that his dev trait is going to be normal, which isn't the end of the world for me. I would probably prefer him, like, here. Just because he does look really good. And then we can also develop his dev trait pending how he performs in simulation. Because we are not playing the games. Although, I wouldn't even mind playing these games. And then Delvin Bean. I think what's going to happen is, like, once I win at, like, a national championship with this team, as we are going to put Delvin Bean probably here. And then we'll move Uzama down 1. Uzama, I don't know. And then that's how the board is going to look. We still have 20 hours, but realistically, we're going to take someone off the board, scout, and then next week we'll have to put out a scholarship. And I'd rather not do that. So let's look at the schedule. We have Mississippi State, ranked 10 Louisville, which I think we can win that. FCS Midwest, Stanford, Vanderbilt, and then it gets hard. Miami, Syracuse, North Carolina, Duke, Virginia Tech, and Georgia Tech, and then Troy. But I truly think that there's a chance that we can go and win all of these games besides maybe Miami. I don't think Louisville is going to give us that much of a challenge, and I don't think Syracuse will either. So that's going to be that. We're going to advance the week, get out of preseason, start putting points on some players, and also set our depth chart. I like to set my depth chart in week 0, strictly because sometimes I feel like it will change. So, but all these guys at the top of the board, we are putting 50 points on, like, instantly. We have 700 scouting hours, which is kind of crazy. I feel like I've never had this much, even with Kennesaw State, but maybe I did. But all these guys are getting 50. Especially because they're all gems. And then we get to the non-gem players. And we're going to have to compete quite a bit with these teams. So I'm going to just keep putting 50 until I can't, which is going to be on Uzama. So, and no one's actually going after Uzama or Darasaw. So maybe I split 25 and 25 there. I think I will do that. I will split 25 and 25. And then if I need to change it, I can. But all these other guys, not going to be the end of the world if we don't get them. But we are loading this class up. We're in first for number of 4 and 5 stars. So, here we go. Depth chart. Drovan Volk is going to get the start. He is going to be our starting quarterback for hopefully the next few years. He was a 4-star quarterback. No one was going after him until it was too late. At running back, we are going to stick with Shaq Hayes, but Khalees will probably get majority of the touches. Joel Madden will get some playing time here and there, but it's going to be Shaq Hayes. At tight end, I don't know who I want to put there. Maybe that's a spot for the redshirt tight end, Ben Bynum. But it could also be a good spot for Gastineau. Honestly, you know what? We'll keep it like this. At receiver, I mean, our receiving core is pretty good. Marquez Ellington is going to be wideout 1. Wideout 2 will be George McCarry. I honestly might switch it strictly because of the speed. I like having my fast guys as my first slot, or my first player. But Yolito, unfortunately, you're way too slow. So we're going to move him up the board. And honestly, Vohasek is going to be our number 4. Ajala will be number 3. And then I don't think there's any receivers down here that I want to get involved. There might be. Tyler O'Toole wouldn't be bad to get involved. Winton just is not fast. And the other guys, we already redshirted. Granted, I can change it, but I'm not going to. It's going to be Cardin, and then I think it's going to be... You know what? We'll keep that the way it is. At left tackle, we have Josh Gentry, who looks pretty good. At left guard, we have Kelsheem William, who is a very good pass blocker and a very good run blocker, so I'm very excited for that. At center, we have Terrell Royer, the redshirt freshman, getting his start. At right guard, we are probably going to start... I mean, it could be. It could be Jared Kegler. It will be. And then at right tackle, this is where we don't have, like, a lot of depth, which is why I'm targeting quite a bit. But I feel like we might start Chip Markham. They're both well-rounded. Markham isn't as strong, and he's also not as athletic. Is a better run blocker, for sure. And we are on that right side. Let's give the start to Markham there. At left edge, it's going to be Tam. I'm totally okay with that. I would actually prefer him at right edge, just because that's his natural position. So maybe do this, and then we'll put Monty Blackstock here. And then right edge, instead of it being Williamson, it will be Robert Tam. And then what we will do is put Williamson as the backup for both of them. D tackle. Have a bunch of sophomores here. But Javier Lyle, and then Costello. Might actually switch these two. I think I will. And then instead of Tavares John being number 4, we will... Never mind. Yeah, it'll stay like that. At Sam, I mean, I prefer Jalen Banks to be the Will. And then Pete Simonson the Sam. So let's do that. And then we can have... I swear. Oh. I am so dumb. And then what we can do is we can put Tomopo. I think that's how you'll say his name. As the backup for both Sam and Will. So that way he gets playing time. We're going to move Faulkner up to number 1. I think, honestly, keeping it like this, actually. I was going to move Palczewski up, but I don't think it makes sense right now. I think he'll be okay being the 3rd string for now. At corner, I mean, Mike Tubbs is insane. James Waddle is insane. Nathan England is insane. So, I'm very happy with how this looks. Is there another corner that I would prefer to get in? Jamerson Studemeyer wouldn't be bad. Troy Sprinkle, maybe, but I think everyone's going to stay where they are. Maybe move Cam France up 1, but I like what Gallimore has, so we'll keep it the way it is. Here, we are going to put Ben Snead as the starter, as I think he is a more natural, like, he might actually be a slot corner. Because what that will do is allow these guys to play, you know, the bigger receivers, and then the slot corner can be Ben Snead. So what I'll do, actually, is I'll keep it like this, as strong safety. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Okay, Marquez Dickens can go there. Ben Snead there. That's what I was going to do originally. Our 3-down back will be Khalees. Our power back will be Shaq Hayes. Our slot guy, do I want it to be Ajala? Yes. It could be Vohasek, but I will give it to Ajala. Rush left end. Jalen Banks. Honestly, not a terrible idea. I might actually make it Tompano or Tomopo. Oh my goodness, that's such a weird name to say. I think it's actually going to be Tomopo. And then our other edge rusher. Do I want it to be Robert Tam? It could be Kevin Batonio. Um, I think it makes sense to keep it as Robert Tam. It doesn't look like there's anyone else who's like significantly better. So it could definitely be Pete Simonson. It could also be Kevin Batonio, but I worry about the block shedding there. So we'll keep it at Robert Tam. Rush D tackle. It will be Costello. And then I think James Williamson as well. Or Monty Blackstock. Let's put James Williamson there. We'll do that. Didn't even realize how good he was. Make him number 3. Sub linebacker. I don't know if I want it to be Ben Snead. I think I want Ben Snead to stay at safety. I think it'll look like this. Slot corner. I would prefer it not to be James Waddle. Maybe Nathan England here. Nose tackle, it's going to be Costello. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have it be Fabaluge. Only because of the physical abilities that he has. But we'll keep it there the way it is. And then I'd prefer it not to be my number 1 receiver. But you know what? We'll do it. So that's going to be the depth chart going into season 9. And let's get this season underway. Week 1 coming up. We are in first and second for a lot of these players. So let's go back to recruiting first. We want to see, where we stand on a lot of these guys. As you can see, a lot of these schools are making some big pushes. USC is going nuts. I don't understand how they have that much. I think, honestly, what it is they have like 60 points on him. Someone like Garrison, we should probably do that with. Same thing here. Ivy. And as you guys can see, we're dropping here because we're just not actively pursuing them. But we do have the offers in, which will help. So my issue is I want to put more hours on these players, but I need to unlock that. And I don't think I can. So maybe going for a Master Motivator was not the move, but we've already committed to it. So we got Mississippi State. Should be a win. I'm hoping it's a win. We're going to sim. Can we beat Mississippi State? Survey says we don't know yet. We don't know yet. No, we lose. Oh, how? How do we lose to Mississippi State? That's embarrassing. James Waddle had a good game. 5 deflections, 1 pick. He won National Defensive Player of the Week. Where was the rest of the team? Oh, we can't be losing to Mississippi State. All these guys, we are still in first 4. Here, we need to start hard selling. You like championship contender and proximity to home. So let's see what we can do. So it could be hometown hero. And it could be conference legend. I would prefer it to be conference legend. So I think I'm going to sway that. I'm a little worried to do that. And then maybe get him on a visit early. Because he's already in the top 5. And then that would be all the points. And then if we don't sway that conference legend, then we know what it is and we can just hard sell it from there. But I also don't want to give up too many points. So I'll do that. And then with you, you like conference prestige, proximity to home, and championship contender. That is going to easily be conference legend. We'll put the extra 10 there. For Garrison, you like coach prestige, conference prestige. You like coach prestige, conference prestige. So it could be standard bearer. It could also be aspirational goals. So I'm going to sway aspirational goals. That is the one that I want it to be. I don't know what it actually will be. And everyone else, we are not in a position to really do much. So I do have 10 points to work with. I'll probably just put it on Uzoma. Just for the time being until we figure out these guys. And that's going to be that. And now we have rank 11 Louisville. Can we beat Louisville? Would prefer not to be 0-2 to start the season. And we are 0-2. Nice. I want to know if it's a lack of offense. Because we did change the offensive playbook. You like a championship contender. We know exactly what you want. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to hard sell. It's going to be aspirational goals. McCutcheon, you like championship contender, conference prestige. We can probably figure it out. I'm not sure if we will be able to or not. It's going to be conference legend. Nice. Was our sway successful? Yes. So, we are going to hard sell. You're telling me I don't have enough hours? You're lying. Alright, Did the sway work here? Yes, it did. And then Uzama, we're going to take the extra 10 points off of. And we're going to go right back up to here. So, 40 points to be this. That's fine. Jeffrey Steven. You like Coach Prestige, that's all we know. Can we figure out what it is? So it can't be Standard Bearer. It can't be Status Seeker. It could be Student of the Game. It could be Aspirational Goals. I'm gonna say it's Aspirational Goals. No one wants to be a student of the game. Let's be real. Terrence Glennon, you like Championship Contender, so we know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be this one. For Garrison, it's gonna be Aspirational Goals, which is beautiful. For Paris, you like Conference and Coach Prestige, so my guess is it's gonna be Aspirational Goals. Although it could be Status Seeker. But I'm going to go on a limb and say that it is... Oh, it could also be Conference Legend. No, it can't. No, it can't. I lied. It cannot be Conference Legend. I'm going to say it's going to be Aspirational Goals. Now, I could be completely wrong with that. And I'm praying I'm not. Shaquille, you like Proximity to Home. You like Conference Prestige. I feel like it's going to be Conference Legend here. It could be Conference Legend. Could it be anything else? No. So, it will be Conference Legend. I would maybe like to sway here. So, I will soft sell Conference Legend, but I'm gonna sway Aspirational Goals in hopes that he'll go for that. Delvin Bean, you like Championship Contender. That's the only thing we know, but we do have a lot of boxes checked off, so we might be able to figure it out. It's going to be, survey says, probably House Call. It could also be Aspirational Goals. I'm gonna say it's Aspirational Goals. That's where my best grades are. I'd rather take that chance. For Ivy, you like Conference and Championship Contender, so it already talks to me that it's going to be Aspirational Goals. Just gotta keep doing that. And everyone else, we seem to be doing pretty good on. I just want to make sure that we do have everything. But we're looking good. We are looking good so far. Record is not looking good. And I'm going to change the playbook. I went to Delaware. Don't think Delaware spread is going to be the move. I think maybe like Texas spread will be better. Oh, it takes so long to get there. So we'll go here and hope that we see more success. We should beat FCS Midwest. And if we don't, I'm going to cry. As we have been locked out on one player, which is fine. We weren't actively pursuing. We do beat FCS Midwest. And now we have Stanford on the schedule. Let's go back to recruiting. See how everything is looking. is we are right. We do get the sway, which is awesome. So we're going to hard sell aspirational goals now here. And then put 10. Cincinnati has now backed off. And I think I need to take my points off these two and start getting some players on visits. So let's see where we stand with some of these players. I think we should get Chuck McCutcheon on a visit. We'll do week 17 against Syracuse. I mean, I feel like that'll be the best possible thing that we can do. So we'll do that. And then they're not actively pursuing. Maybe get you on a visit. We should be getting Warren Connors sometime soon. Jeffrey Steven, I am a little worried about. So I am going to schedule him for a visit. It's going to be against Syracuse for Coach Prestige. And that's going to be all the hours that I can free up. But we are making a climb for Charlie Garrison with LSU. And, I mean, Georgia has pulled away. Would love to get him on a visit. But that's going to have to be the following week, unfortunately. So, let's keep it moving. Can we beat Stanford? Jeremy Hart commits to Michigan. Don't think I was actively pursuing him, so not an issue. We do lose to Stanford, and we are 1-3 now. This team is not looking great. But we need to get some more visits scheduled. So, I mean, even if we get a visit scheduled here, probably not going to get him. Like, I can try, but I don't think it'll change anything. We should be getting Warren Connors. Oh, Jesus. Maybe get him on a visit for week 8, but I don't think we're going to. Bartow, I mean, even getting him on a visit wouldn't really do much. We'll do that. And then getting Ivy on a visit. I don't know. I feel like I'm in good spots, but like also terrible spots. But let's simulate this game against Vanderbilt. We need to beat Vanderbilt here. We can't keep losing. If we want to make playoffs, if we want to whatever, we do get Warren Connors. So that will be our first signing. And as you guys can see, some of them have already committed elsewhere, which that's not good. And we lost to Vanderbilt. Oh, this team. And now we're locked out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way. And we've been passed up by Syracuse for the 4-star quarterback. Come on. Just gonna move these guys up. Connor Garrison committed to LSU, or Charlie Garrison commits to LSU. He commits to Georgia. We do get Connors. And now we have so many hours, but we're locked out on everyone. Like, we're locked out on everyone. Georgia's pushing so hard for Bean now. We were so close to getting him. But all because we can't win a dumb game. Just gonna swear. I bit my tongue. But this is insane. We're locked out here. I mean, we weren't really going after him. We weren't really going after Hewerman. But I will move him up the board just in case. Hart. I mean, this just hurts, man. We were locked out here. We weren't actively pursuing. I mean, look at all these people that we are just not meeting their deal breaker. Like, that's crazy. All because we can't win a fucking game. So, let's put 50 on all these guys. Still gonna try and get as many people as possible. And pray that we can start figuring it out. We have a huge game against Miami. Miami is not ranked either. So clearly something has happened. They are 99 overall and they're not ranked. They're 2-0 in the conference though. See, that's the difference. Is it doesn't matter what your overall record is. If you want championship contender to go up, you need to win your conference games, and we're not even doing that. So I don't know why I clicked that. Do I see us winning this? Absolutely not. We are for sure going to lose this. We're going to be 1-5. We're going to be 0-3 in the conference. And we do get a commit. We do get Barry Paris, 5-star right tackle, which is very nice. But Tafari Ivy commits to Florida State because we couldn't continue to go after him. And that's going to be a number of other players. We do lose to Miami. And I don't know why we're struggling this bad. I truly don't get it. We do lose Chuck McCutcheon. Jeffrey Steven goes to LSU. This has not been the ideal start. At all. We have so many hours to work with now. And we have 3 commits. And we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. Which we probably should have had almost all of them. Maybe not Hart. We weren't pursuing Hart. But we should have had almost all of those players. So, there's not even a point to going after Frederick Driver at this point. But we can go after Lee. We're in his top 5, but we don't know enough, so. And realistically, now we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna look at 5 stars that maybe don't have an offer yet. Like Louis Ibaka. And then let's look at some 4 stars who don't have an offer. Wouldn't mind you. And I would like to find a receiver that, or a running back, if we are gonna go that way. Let's add you to the board. And then we're just going to put 50 on them. I don't even want to offer them a scholarship yet. I want to try and get some more points first. But that's what we'll do. We'll put 50 there. And we do have a visit for someone who did not commit to us, but we will hop in. Syracuse is a 91 overall. I really do think that low-rated quarterbacks will actually affect your team in sim. Meaning, I think if they're not an 80 overall or higher, I genuinely think that your team will not perform all that great. No matter what conference you're in. Or where you are, like, in terms of, like, the actual team. In sim. In actual, like, if you're playing, it doesn't matter because it's all attribute based, right? But we do get to the quarterback. We do get the stop. Definitely needed that. Because maybe if we can get a blowout win here, maybe we can make Chuck consider joining Delaware. Gonna be a play action. We're gonna find Police, who will get 3. And let's hand Shaq Hayes the ball. See what he can do. As they are blowing that up, okay.
No question, Reese.
It might just be a running game or a passing game today.
They're just
but
not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-American.
At least we got it out, but was not the best drive for us. Big third down, we need to make a stop. I'm very comfortable with my team in man coverage at this point. I think the team's good enough to play man coverage. So we will go man coverage here. Should be a pass. It's going to be a screen. Can we blow this up? Yes, we can. Jalen Banks gets there instantly. And once again, they want us playing. We're at the 9. Let's see if we can get some yards running the ball this time. How are you inside of him? We will get 6. We gotta keep this going.
Can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming.
I'm getting hit as I throw. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Need a huge play here. Not a huge, but just a first down, at least. As we will get that. It's going to be Marquez Ellington. Off the little whip route. And let's keep this ball moving. I'm going to throw it. Okay, never mind. Incomplete. Ooh, man. I feel like I'm just not seeing anyone get open all that much. We're going to find Tahi wide open on the little mesh concept. I always forget the name of that route. The drag route. But so far, we're moving the ball pretty well.
I gotta hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the
football, man.
Get upfield and chew up some extra yards.
Would love to keep moving the ball well, but it's very difficult. This Syracuse team is actually pretty good. As that's going to be a great pass by Provan Volt. Getting hit as he throws, gets a beautiful ball in there. And let's keep it going.
And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive.
We just did not block where we needed to. That's terrible.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
It seems like it's going to be a fun play.
Bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Moves away as he feels pressure.
That's going to be picked. Yeah. Yay, man. I'm so bad. It's just Syracuse has everything on lock. Like, their defense is playing phenomenal.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive
It's just
going.
difficult to get
From the gun, wants to pass.
anywhere, as their offense isn't playing great, but I guess neither is ours, so.
They've got to come up with a big
And it's not that my offensive line isn't blocking, it's just, like, truly, they're just playing phenomenal fucking defense. He's taking away 2 players at the same time. Like, it's a great play. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. We do get a stop, though. Or a turnover or something. I'll gladly take it,
Looking to throw on first down.
as we will get a quick check down to Ajaya. But Trovon Volk has 3 picks this game. 2 of them are completely my fault. The other one, I have no idea how it happened. But we're getting hit as we throw. Once again, it just seems like nothing is open. Syracuse is a tough team right now. It's going to be 3rd and inches. I'm hoping Shaq Hayes can just power for a first down here. He can't. Oh my god. Syracuse is putting us to work. You know what? I don't even want to punt here. I want to go for this. I'm nervous too. I can't lie.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will
But
tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down.
what if we run it this way? Can I switch it? No, I can't. That's why I didn't want to run it that way. Like, I don't understand why I couldn't switch it. I have 2 running backs in the game. But, I mean, Syracuse is not moving the ball. Their offense is struggling quite a bit. It's a great thing we have a great defense. I will say that. As I talk good about this defense, we let that up. We need a stop here. We need a stop. I'm stuck on a D lineman. It's gonna be. We're gonna make a stop. They will probably get points. They don't. And this is a 0-0 game. This is a very defensive-heavy game. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from midfield. Can Syracuse get a first, or are we going to get yet another stop? We will get another stop. It's going to be 4th and 4. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Can we get a first? That's all we need. That's a terrible throw by Trovon Volk. That is not where I wanted that ball at all. Cardin was open. Like, that's not the issue. It's just a terribly placed ball by Trovon Volk. And that's the unfortunate part of having a freshman quarterback. They're going to make some bad throws, and it's going to be a power read option, and that's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be the first touchdown of the game. And once again, this offense cannot get points. Don't get me wrong, I know I haven't played good, but like, this offense is not moving the ball with or without me, as we do get another sack. We have 5 sacks on the day. Our defense is playing insanely good. I was going to say hella good. But, like, our defense is playing very good football. It's our offense that is struggling. We just have no offense to talk about, as we will get a first down. Trovon Volk has 4 picks. I know some of them are my fault. I would say 2 of them are my fault. 2 of them are not my fault. Gonna have to go to Cardin again, who will get hit. Trovon Volk is taking a beating. And honestly, I think there's a world where Trovon Volk actually gets benched after this game. I think we might go to Marco Stick. That is the last thing that I wanted to do. Just gonna have to throw it away. There's no way that's intentional grounding. I'm so far out of the pocket. So unless if it's different for college, I don't know. I actually don't know the rules for that. But if it's different for college,
Some third down
I'm gonna cry.
conversions tougher than
But
others.
there's
This one,
no
a
reason
long
that
one on
should be
third down from the 43.
intentional grounding.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
As another bad
And it was
throw
working
from
again,
Trovan
but the
Volk.
long pass is incomplete.
And we're in a 4th and
One of the biggest
34.
reasons today why this offense is losing
Man.
in the game is they haven't been
I
able
might
to
just
get
go
it
to
going
Ellington and
throwing
hope
the
that he can
football.
make
This
a
guy
play.
still has not thrown a touchdown
He's our
pass.
best guy. We're
He
gonna have to go
wants
to
one
him.
high down the left
Can this
side.
be a good pass? No, it
It's
can't. It's gonna be too
incomplete.
far. I don't know what I'm supposed to
Sometimes
do.
people say,
I
if
know
you're
I
good
played
enough,
bad,
what's the
but
big deal
this
about
is
going on the
terrible.
road?
And I
But
think
if you're not
Marco Stick
careful,
is
you
gonna
might find out in a spot
start
like this
at
one,
quarterback
guys.
now.
No doubt about it.
I was
This is a
really
hostile
excited to use Trovan
environment.
Volk as
You're
well.
going to be getting the opponent's
But
A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be
I
ready
mean,
to
when
bring
you're
it today.
leading your team to
And the
a
hardest thing to do in college
what
football
was
is
going to be a
go
1-6
on the
record,
road. Everything
something's got to
about it
change.
changes, and
This
you
is
wanna
a
shut
team that
this
was
crowd
ranked
up
5
early.
coming
You
into
don't
the
want to give
season,
them belief, because if it starts
and
to build
we
throughout the game,
can
look out.
only beat an FCS
Motion
team.
from the wide receiver. The give
As
and
it's going to be a
tick,
run.
tick, 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 tick,
I
tick.
don't get the
Ball
tackle
down,
before
but
the
he
first.
wasn't enough to move
I'm just
the
going to
chain.
super sim here. Skip the moment. We know what's happening. It's going to be the game. 7-0 game. I mean, we took it to them, but offense just didn't do anything. And it's time for Marco Stick to get into this that starting quarterback role. See what he can do. And hope that we can get a win. As we do lose Delvin Bean to Georgia. We do lose Driver. That's going to be some more points that we have, but we'd like to see them commit. Would love to see them commit here. I don't know why I did not put points onto him. Oh, no, because we just started meeting his playing style. So, but I don't know anything about him. I don't know how I don't have enough hours if people just commit. Like, I felt like I was going after Delvin Bean, but maybe it already took the points off. So, I don't know. Unfortunately, we're not going to get Ventura. Oh, man. This is so aggravating that we're losing out on these prospects that we should have had. Brenton Durango. I mean, we can hard sell, so we will. This is terrible right now. Championship contender went from an A- to a D+. FYI. And I feel like I missed the hard sell period for these guys. And I'm not gonna get them. Oh, which one is this? Here we go. Ay, man. Truly unfortunate. Still don't know enough about you. You like conference prestige and proximity to home. That makes me think it's going to be conference legend. So let's do it. And these other guys, you like coach prestige. That's all we know. This is pain. This is probably our worst season yet, in all honesty. I would like to start going after Malden, but I don't know enough about him. We're going to get locked out regardless, so just going to keep it like that. Advance this week, and hopefully we can get a win. with Marco Stick in at quarterback for the rest of the year. Really would have liked it to be our championship contender went up because we literally could not lose. But we do lose out on another few commits. Unfortunately. Ventura goes to USC. Been locked out on Brenton Drango, which is annoying. And this season has just been a failure. That's all I can say, is this season was a failure. It's not even worth going after Malden. We're going to get locked out. So, put 50. On to you. We'll offer you a scholarship. We'll offer you a scholarship. It's just unfortunate. Can look at Quinn Pollard. We can look at Mike Conte. What a name. Jaden Knowles we can look at, I guess. We have one more player that we can look at. Maybe... I mean, I would like it to be someone who we actually need, but let's go to the no offers again. Let's see. The only person it would be is Ramon Huntley, but he's a north-south blocker. So maybe start going to the 3 stars and start looking at, like, some offensive linemen. Preferably, like, a left guard. As it's only going to be right guards available. There's one left guard. He's Jugo. Jesus. There's a left tackle, but he's Jugo. And a bunch of right tackles. Oh, here we go. Can we compete with Auburn? Probably not. But try. Let's put these scholarships in. And then we can do 25 on each. Actually, we can't. Oh, goodness. Put 50. Take this 25 off. Let's put 50. And then for Jaden Knowles, we'll put 15. Not that it's going to do anything, but... Oh, man. What a terrible season. We got UNC. Hopefully we can get a win. But we went from joining the ACC last season, winning the title, to now not even being able to compete in the ACC. We do get a win against UNC. Marco Stick might be the answer. And if someone can tell me what the interest means when they've already committed, if you guys could tell me what that means, I'm very curious to know. As we are locked out on Jamal Darasaw now. We can start going after a few of these players again. But I already have 50 points, like, on everyone. We do make it into the top 5 here. So, what I can do is I can put 50 And instead of going after you for now, is there anyone else that I can kind of compete with? We know what you like. Hard Cell is not going to be the best, but we're going to do it. Do we know what you like? No. So we're going to have to keep it there. Don't know what you like. RJ Hill. I mean, we can probably figure it out. If I had to guess, it's going to be the one next to Conference Legend. No. Like Coach Prestige and Brand Exposure. That looks like it's going to be like Status Seeker or something. It's not going to be Status Seeker. Okay, it's going to be House Call. Roth. You like Coach Prestige, Championship Contender, Conference Prestige. It's going to be Aspirational Goals. Morgan Calloway. You like Championship Contender, Conference Prestige. So it's going to be Aspirational Goals again. And I know you guys are probably wondering, like, why am I going after these guys who aren't, like, they're quote-unquote busts? They still look good, as you're not Aspirational Goals. Like, in all reality, like, they look good in general, so it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and just take people because they're quote-unquote busts. Sure, would I like them to have star or elite development? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, like, we need to win if we want to get better recruits, right? And the only way we're going to do that is by having good players. Oh my god, which one is this? Standard Bearer? Yeah. So, we have 50 hours. Would we prefer Glenn Wade or Hugh Tyree? Probably Glenn Wade. So we will put 50 onto him. And then everyone else, we're just going to have to keep the way it is. Trying to see if there's like anyone that like we can take points off of. Probably like Baca. But that's about it. So, not the end of the world. But this season has already been terrible. As Duke is literally carried by their offense, or their defense, I should say. But let's advance this week. See if we can beat Duke. If we beat Duke again, I'm feeling very good, or not again, but if we can beat Duke, I'm feeling very good about having Marco stick in. We do not win. Okay. Virginia Tech is 0-10. If we give them their first win, I'm going to be so upset. And now we're locked out again on Wade and Tyree because we just can't win games. Like, we need to win these games. We should get Telvin Uzama soon. But, man. We're locked out on Nanny. We're locked out on Conti. Which, that was a sick name, by the way. At this point, I don't even know if we can compete for Terrell Thompson. So, I'm just going to take him off my board. And let's go back to the 4 stars and see if there's anyone that we're not targeting. Like, sure, I can move you to fullback, dude. I don't really care. But anyone that we're not targeting that, like, maybe we have a chance on. because at this point it's just getting players in who are good, right? Tevin Mama, Team Mama, but he's about to commit like in general, so it's like, is there a point to go after him? Probably not. Alan Dicker, a Dicker. We can go after Vantrease Potts. We can go after Miguel Valdez, but he's going to be committing soon. Let's go after Vantrease Potts. So, I'm going to offer scholarships here. And then priority is going to tell me Vantrease Potts for sure. And then probably Jolly. He's going to be the next one. And then we can put 25 onto Ramon Huntley. Ay, man. This has been brutal. So, it looks like we beat Virginia Tech, which, awesome. That puts us in a good spot to go after those players again if they didn't commit anywhere else. Shakir Jolly does commit to Washington. Whatever. Wasn't the end of the world. I mean, Georgia Tech is doing better than us. Like, yeah, I don't know. But getting that win allows us to go back after these two. Let's go back to hard selling. Try and get them. I know it's aspirational goals. Good lord. Gonna do that. I'm gonna put 50 onto you because I'm gonna take my 25 off here. And look at all the players that we missed out on. So you like championship contender. Can we figure out... Oh, we're not even at that stage yet. Nice. Okay. We just need to win, right? Like, that's that. At the end of the day, if we lose again, then we're not going to be able to get them. So, please give us a win. Come on, Georgia Tech. You guys don't want to go to the bowl games. We do get a commitment. It's going to be Telvin Uzama, the corner, out of Chatsworth. And we do win. So we are at a B-, but no way, dude. We're going to lose our best players because we just had a terrible season. I mean, fucking Troy is ranked 17. Good lord, man. Okay, so we do get Uzama, so let's move him up. And then we were locked out on Spears. And then now BYU is going after that guy. Do we know what you like? You like playing style, you like coach prestige. Let's put 50 onto you, and then Drew Darisaw, I'll put 50 onto you. I don't need to really stress about Ramon Huntley. It's not like the biggest priority for me. But we need to keep winning. And we need to beat Troy. What is Troy's overall? 69, and they're 10-1. I know they're in, I think, like the Sun Belt Conference, but like Come on. As we have 2 players committing elsewhere, we did get a lot of XP. We do beat Troy. It's about damn time that we started to win. But let's go back to recruiting. We have 150 hours to work with. Who committed? Dante Beaver goes to Syracuse. Michigan gets RJ Hill. And Jaden Knowles locks us out. Okay. So, we still don't know what you like. We only know that you like playing style and coach prestige. I don't think that's going to be enough for us to figure out. What you want. I would assume it's going to be standard bear, right? It will be standard bear. Wow. Okay. Which, that's a pretty good hard sell. But for you, we only know conference prestige, and there's going to be so much that it could be. So, there's nothing I can do there. Ramon Huntley, we can put 50 on now. And then I can add 2 more players to my board. I don't know who I'm going to add. But let's go to 3 stars. We could definitely use another quarterback because we did lose out on the other guy. And then we can look at another athlete. Let's look at the running back. We'll just put 50 on each of them. Florida State is really pushing for Merriman, so I'm just going to take him off the board. I'm going to put scholarship there and 50. And then we'll look at quarterbacks again that are 3 stars. And we'll go after Ron Sisk. So we'll put 40 onto him. And then, can we hard sell anywhere? We're already hard selling here. I would like to hard sell. I don't know what you like. Oh, that's awkward. What do you like? Conference prestige, and that's all we know. So it might just be worth taking a shot on, like, aspirational goals. I feel like it's our best chance right now. For you, we should be able to hard sell Quinn Pollard, as I believe it will be this one. For Veo, we know what you like, but can I potentially away aspirational goals? If so, I will take it. I will also soft sell what you do like, which should be here, and that might help. Luis Baca. We can hard sell. What do you like? You like conference prestige? We know that. Would just save so much time if it was something else, but it's gonna be status seeker. For Devin Roth, we should get him to commit. Morgan Calloway. We're in a little awkward of a spot. Michigan's making a good push. We will get Ahmad Wooden. Hugh Tyree, I mean, we're still doing really good with. Glenn Wade. We're doing fine. So, everyone else, that's how it's gonna look. Let's simulate the week, and let's see what happens? We do get Ahmad Wooden. We do get Devin Roth. And we have been locked out on Ron Sisk. That's annoying. So, end of year recap obviously did not go how we wanted it to. And I think it's because of the offense. Just based off what I saw in that one game. I think it's the offense. And I think firing Terrence Archer, even though he's an elite recruiter, is going to be the move. I think I can fire Ricardo Mann as well, because I think I can probably find some better coordinators. But let's go back to recruiting because we have the hours. And so far we have 6 4-stars committed. Would have loved to get... Oh, no, we have 5 4-stars and 1 5-star. Would have loved to get more, but, I mean, there was literally nothing we could do. As we can start to hard sell Tyree. Something tells me it's going to be hometown hero. No. Why can I not find it? Okay, so probably house call. It will be house call. Ay, ay, ay. We will probably be getting into a recruiting battle. Did we get... No, we don't. So we will have to hard sell, unfortunately. This. Our grades are not great there, but it's the best thing that we can do. Were we right here? We were. Oh, I think we knew that. I don't know. I have no idea. We are locked out here. And Drew Darisaw. We still don't know enough, so I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. If there's anyone that will not change their mind, like, I might keep Glennon on, but Georgia for sure. I can take off that. I can take that off. Because Georgia is for sure going to be a championship contender. I can keep this one, although I don't think it will matter. Unless if whatever conference, I think it's the Big Ten, Washington is in. Which, once again, I don't think that's going to go down. Proximity to home, like, unless you move. Jeremy Hart, I never really... Like, he looked good, but... Proximity to home, I mean, you're from Florida. Georgia's closer. Championship contender. Unless Florida State, like, got worse. Same thing with you. Conference prestige, I mean, Ohio State's in the best conference. Coach prestige, I mean, clearly USC is doing something really fucking good over there, and it's aggravating. You like coach prestige, I'll keep you on the board, but let's go back to the drawing board. Are there any 4-star quarterbacks that we can go after? Highly doubt it. No. Sick. Alright, cool. Let's sort by rank here. We'll go after Mount. Spencer Mount, I guess. And then We can look at some offensive linemen. Again, we'll look at these two. Although, probably not even going to be worth going after him. Him, it'll be worth. But maybe someone else. Maybe like Turpin. And then, like, maybe some right tackles, if they're available. Iguanu. Or... Iwu-Agwu. 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 What a name that is. We'll target you. It might be a little too late. You're about to commit. We can definitely get in with Harper. And then let's go to D tackles because we did not get any that we wanted. We'll go after these two. We'll go after these three. Go after these four. I'm gonna make up my mind. And then I'm just going to offer scholarships. I saw Florida going after this guy. Might not even be worth going after Spencer Mount, but Iwu. What a name. And then priority number 1 would probably be Spencer Mount. I do want to just save points, if possible. So, putting 25 on each of these guys. And we have 5. Put it here. Call it a day there. Let's advance the week. And Glenn Wade has locked us out. Pretty sure that was the 4-star center that we were going after, right? Yeah. Sick. Gonna have to advance the week. Actually, before we advance, let's look at how we did. Obviously, it was not a successful season. But, I mean, Marco Stick was significantly better in pretty much the same amount of games. Significantly better. It looked like we relied more on the run with Marco Stick. But, that's the difference of having pocket passer and dual threat, right? He's going to be able to go. But Marco Stick really played good. Rushing, Shaq Hayes, 13 touchdowns is kind of crazy. Almost 1,000 yards. Receiving, not the best receiving stats, and we're going to lose these two as well, which is truly unfortunate. Especially Marquez Ellington. But I don't know. Oh, we should have done better. That's all I can say. How about blocking? Who had the most sacks? Josh Gentry, left tackle. Interesting. Defense, most tackles went to Jalen Banks, although he's probably going to transfer out, which is truly unfortunate because he is by far our best player, I'd say, behind Mike Tubbs. I think Mike Tubbs is going to be better, but Pierre Smith. Oh, wait, nope, I lied. Tackles for loss. Robert Tam had 15. So that's actually a pretty good year. We had 7.5 sacks from Tam. Tomopo had 4. 3.5 for Williamson. Costello had 3. 2.5, and whatever else. Ben Snead at free safety had 1. Kind of crazy. Jalen Banks had 3 picks, along with James Waddle. Mike Tubbs had 2. I don't know why his playing time is an F. He's literally our highest rated player on the roster. Marquez Dickens is probably going to be transferring out too. But And we had no defensive touchdowns, forced fumbles. We had 2 from Costello, 1 from Banks, 1 from Tubbs, England, and Snead. And fumble recoveries, 2 for Banks, 2 for England. So, ooh, we had 1 safety from David Costello. Nice. But that is that. It was not our best season. Quarterback really struggled, but hopefully we can figure it out. Maybe might move to an air raid to really help Volk take a step up, but I truly don't know what to do. But we are going to advance this week. Those were the stats from this season. And we are not going to get Van Trice Potts. Kind of knew that was going to happen. But Demarius Hennessy will win the Heisman. And let's view our job offers. Not that we're going anywhere, but we can become the head coach at Army. No thank you. And early National Signing Day, all those players that we maybe had a chance on, we no longer have a chance on. So they have all signed, which is truly unfortunate. As I'm assuming Glenn Wade isn't, a recruiting battle. And then you committed. We have been locked out on Spencer Mount, on Harper. And yeah, that's going to be that. But we're really going to target heavy in the transfer portal because we don't want to start losing again. We don't want to, really lose where we were. So, who do we want? I think we should stay in spread. I think maybe going after the head coach that has a lot of experience. He's the head coach of South Carolina. I think he might be the way we go. He does have C+ prestige, but he does like being spread. Pause. Did not mean that. But I think, honestly, going with that South Carolina head coach might be the move. A prestige for FIU head coach. Power spread offense. I am intrigued. I'm actually going to go with Willie Simmons. And we're going to try power spread. And then on defense, we want someone who wants to run a 4-3 or a 4-2-5. We have Parker Niswanger. What a name. 4-2-5 I'm okay with, but I want to stay away from like the base 3-4 or anything like 3-something. Clayton Droge. Or I think we're going to go for South Alabama head coach Parker Niswanger. We want the experience. He has head coaching experience. Let's offer him a contract. And hopefully we can make this team be dominant in the ACC again. Let's advance the week. We are still a 3.5-star school, which is very nice. we do get Willie Simmons as our offensive coordinator, which that was the big piece because our offense was very lackluster, and we do get Parker Niswanger as our DC, which is huge. But they want me to go there because we just stole their head coach. Oh, imagine. Anyways, we have 17 coach points. I think the next thing is somehow getting elite recruiter. Like, we can figure out how to sway them. We can also get, like, transfers. So I think that might actually be the move, is going for, like, transfer offensive line and then transfer linebacker. And then that's about it. Let's advance another week. I really just don't want to see our school prestige go down, because having all those hours was so nice. It was so nice. What places are open? That's kind of crazy. But let's go to the end of season recap. There's nothing for us to do at this point. So let's see who won the Natty. My guess is it's going to be Ohio State. We do drop down half a star, which, not the end of the world, but that's not good. Penn State does beat Clemson 31-28. We'll gladly take that because we do not want Clemson winning. Actually, probably wouldn't be a bad thing if Clemson won because they're in the ACC, so they could probably, bump us up a little bit, but it's all good. It is all good, as we are going to see who's going to leave us, and it's going to be a lot of our best players. So, which I don't blame them, but let's try and keep... Oh, he's going to the pro draft. Okay. He has not been persuaded. He will be getting drafted. Can we keep any of these other guys? We do keep George McCarry. Can we keep Jalen Banks? No. That one hurts. I was a huge fan of Jalen Banks. We do not get James Waddle, which he was going to be our next big corner. Can we keep Marquez Dickens? No. Can we keep Josh Gentry? No. And then last one is probably going to be Keyshawn Trapp. Can we keep Keyshawn Trapp? No. So, who are we losing? Mike Tubbs, going to the draft. We are losing Marquez Ellington, going to the draft. So we're going to have 2 players drafted at least. And then there's no one else that's going to be drafted. And we are losing our best linebacker. We're losing our best corner, our best 2 corners. We're losing one of our best receivers. We're losing a free safety that we were really... I enjoyed having him, honestly. He could play strong safety for us. Ben Snead played free safety, and we were golden. We do get a commit, though. It's going to be Morgan Calloway, the 5-star Will. So that's another 5-star for us. But let's hit the transfer portal. First of all, before we do that, let's see the draft results. Round 1 for Mike Tubbs. That was expected. And round 3 for Ellington. That is where he was projected as well. But super happy for both of them. I think Mike Tubbs, we actually did recruit ourselves. But now we got to focus on these players. So, Hugh Tyree. We're going to hard sell. Why don't I just go in order and figure it out? We're going to hard sell here. Our coach prestige did go down, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, that's what happens when you lose, right? Like, that's the unfortunate thing of losing, is you're going to take hits that you don't want to take. So, that's all we can do. But right now, it's just getting all these points back onto these players. Nope, not soft sell. And hopefully we can get them to commit. Oh, this is so tedious. I wish just never take the points off unless if, like, you actually took the points off. Like, I get it, because, you know, you have all new, like, you know, people transferring out and shit. Like, I get it, but God, this is so tedious, just doing this. And I think I'm gonna hold off on these 3 stars. I think I want to see the 4 stars first before I make any decisions, or 5 stars if there are any, but there are not. And we can go after a few of them. And then, is there anyone that we can go after? Other than that, no. And then let's look at some 3 stars. We should be in line. Wow, we're not in line for any of them. That's actually insane. Thought for sure we would be in line for some 3 stars, but... Okay. Let's go back to the prospect list. See if there's any 4 stars, actually, that don't have offers. I highly doubt it. Yeah, there's only 2, and we can't go after them. He doesn't have an offer, but he signed. Interesting. I don't know how that works. So, let's move these 4 stars up. And then we will prioritize them. So, offer scholarships. And let's send the house. And then the other guys, we will do the exact same thing that we were doing. So, Javier Plummer, we will hard sell here. Nope, that's soft sell. And that should be aspirational goals. I feel like you guys can hear my controller 24/7, and I feel bad, but there's literally nothing I can do about that. If I move it, then... Or if I move my mic, then I don't really have another place to put it, which is unfortunate. But you like Coach Prestige. What else do you like? That's all we know. Alright. So we're just going to keep sending the house there. Dion Turpin. You like championship contender. That's all we know. Let's send the house. You're about to commit to Syracuse. Do we actually have a chance? Probably not, but let's see what we can do. As you like conference prestige and championship contender. Aspirational goals. And then we'll do that. And then we'll also put him on a visit for conference prestige. Just to see if that will help. I don't think it will. You're also getting pursued by Syracuse, and I don't like that. Championship contender, coach prestige. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be aspirational goals. We don't know about you, so we'll just put 50. 50. And then... is anyone going after you? No. So we'll switch it. So instead of putting 50 here, I'll put 25. And then Here, I'll put 50. Because we're still learning. I'm gonna say it's aspirational goals, actually. I keep pressing the wrong one. And that's all we're gonna do. Let's sim the week. He does commit to Syracuse, so unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Truly is not the end of the world. We have 75 hours to work with. Take that off. I think we hard sell aspirational goals here. And let's see if I was right with these other guys. Yep. Yep. Yes, I was. And all these other guys we knew. So. So anyone that we're sending the house on, want to start looking towards... No. Fuck you, Syracuse. You literally do not need this guy. You just got a 4-star quarterback. Literally, go fuck yourself. You like conference prestige and championship contender. Something tells me it's going to be aspirational goals. You like playing time, brand exposure, and I think it might be conference legend. No. Which one is it? Alright. Playing time, brand exposure. So it could be primetime player. And it could also be football influencer. And star search. So, we're just gonna keep sending the house there. Don't want to make any mistakes. You like playing style. That's about all I know, so just gonna keep sending the house there. I think, honestly, getting these guys on visits would probably be the best thing to do. For what we do know. Javier Plummer. We're fine. These guys I feel like we're fine on. Although, we're not. You like coach prestige. I'm gonna say it's gonna be aspirational goals. It's like one of the most prevalent ones where like it's always seen. It's aspirational goals. It's what else can it be that it normally is? It could be, this one's probably aspirational goals. But some of the like the really popular ones is gamer, standard bearer, the clutch, aspirational goals, house call, and occasionally you'll see conference legend, and then you should see clocked in quite a bit too. So it's like normally like you don't really see the other ones, which is why like I'm confident that it's those, you know, because you just don't see it. Can we... Oh, we already did. Okay. So. Let's get these 4 stars on a visit. So we'll schedule you for a visit. What do you like? Championship contender. And then you also like conference prestige. So we will do conference prestige. We'll get you on a visit. You like playing time, so we can get you in here. And then we can get you in on a visit. You like playing style, so we can get you on a visit there. That's all we're gonna do there. Let's advance the week. Hopefully we can get some more commits. as we do get Louis Baca, and we have been locked out on Sammy Denson, which kind of sucks, but we didn't know enough about him, and then someone else committed elsewhere that I didn't see. Where did you commit? Louisville. Quinn. That's unfortunate, because Quinn looked good. Quinn looked really good, actually. So, I'm going to take him off my board. I have 200 hours to work with. As you locked us out. We're still sending the house with you, but it's going to be aspirational goals, because why wouldn't it be? Should be getting you. We're still sending the house here, but it will, we do know everything that he likes now, so I would like to sway something maybe, but I don't know if I'll have the time. So what I am going to do is I'm going to soft sell. I think I do have the time, actually. But is it Hometown Hero? Which one is it? Did I pass it? Am I going insane? Oh, here we go. So it's going to be Star Search, right? But I can try and sway something that will have better grades. Something like... I don't even know. I would like playing time and conference prestige to be in one. But it might have to be something else. You know what? I'm not even going to sway. We're just going to keep it the way it is, because clearly there's nothing that it could be that would make it really any better, as it's not going to be aspirational goals for you. See, that's concerning. So if it's not aspirational goals, you like conference and championship contender. It should be conference legend. Or Sunday player. Oh. I mean, it doesn't matter which one it is. We have the same grades. But it's like, you want to get it right, so that way you don't mess it up. I feel like it would be conference legend over Darasaw. Good. Okay. So we have 200 hours. Let's go back to the drawing board. And we're going to have to first look at free safeties and strong safeties. That is 100% big needs for us. So let's try and find some, as there are no 3-stars available for free safeties. How about strong safeties? No. Okay. Let's go to corner. Are there any corners available? No. Oh, there's one. Nice. No one wants Irving? DeMarcus Irving? I mean, he has 3 offers. Okay. What are we losing out on? We don't need Mike, but we probably need some Sams and Wills. So we will add these two. Let's look at edge, maybe. Preferably left edge. I would rather get a left edge. So let's go after those two. And then maybe if there's like a 3-star running back that might be good to look at or good to go for. But you know what? We're going to leave it like this. We're going to offer these scholarships. And then anyone that we need to put points on, as Mason Goodwin just commits, we'll take that. Please, everyone do that. Nick Arroyo. But Manny Virgin, what a name. Anyone that has schools going after them, I'm gonna have to put 50 on. So 50 on Arroyo. Marco Laguda. Probably don't need to put 50 on. So I'm gonna put 25 for now. And then the rest of these guys will get 5. Actually, I lied. We'll do 10. And then the last guy will get 5. Looks good to me. Let's advance this week. See if we can get some commits. And DeMarcus Irving has reached his top 8. Nice. But everyone else we're in a pretty decent spot. Is there anyone who I need to be worried about? Ramon Huntley, maybe? He might go to BYU. We have now taken the lead for Cornell Boozer. Auburn's making a push. We are out on Elijah Thompson, which that's not ideal. Why? I didn't add any receivers. Well, unfortunate. Will we get the quarterback? It looks like we will. That's going to be the one that we need the most. And we still didn't guess right. Good Lord. Figure it out. We went 0 for 2. But I think that's all I'm going to do. I could probably fill out this board a little bit more. And just try and get myself into like some good spots with some of these players. Laguda, I'm going to put 50 on. Just to really surpass San Jose there. And then Benjamin Colley, I'll do the same thing. Put 50. Because we don't really know what you like. Although it's more than likely, hear me out. You wouldn't believe it. Aspirational goals. And then Manny Virgin. We'll put extra 25 on. That'll be the class. Let's advance the week. And let's hope we can get all the players that we're going after. We do get Cornell Boozer. We do get Domanian or whatever his name was. We get Browning. We get Hugh Tyree. We do get Javier Plummer. Kevin Bermudez. We do get Elijah Thompson. Okay, because he had us, like, we didn't match his deal breaker, but he does end up choosing here. We do get Ramon Huntley as well. We also get Drew Darisaw. So we just got 3 more 4-stars. We do get the quarterback Stephen Traywin, which is huge. We get Casey Ward. Alright. Did we lose out on anyone? We did. Benjamin Colley. He's going to walk on to Alabama. He's probably going to get cut. And that's huge. Let's go to National Signing Day. Let's see, first and foremost, what Benjamin Colley had. He had normal. So we didn't really lose out there. But normal for Virgin, that's kind of unfortunate. But impact for a lot of these guys, we didn't get Arroyo. He went to Cal. Bragg went to Memphis. Star for Domania. What a name. Star for Traywin, which is huge because he's a sophomore. Star for Huntley, someone who no one was going after until BYU. Star for Ahmad Wooden, normal. Star for Roth. Star for Warren Connors. Star for Enrique Uzama. An impact for Mason Godwin, who was an insta-commit. So, not that bad of a recruiting class. Definitely wasn't our best. I think we definitely should have done a lot better, and that's strictly because we did not win games, but we are the 5th ranked class. So that is one step closer to getting elite recruiter. Now, here's the other thing. If we win more games, we get more of those 4 and 5 stars, we probably would have been up to, like, number 3. In my personal opinion, I think that's where we would have been. So, that's a huge class for us. Clemson got 34 stars. Same with Ohio State. But that was a very good class for us. 3 5-stars really worked out. And let's advance. Let's see. I'm not going to change positions. It messes everything up, and I cannot stress that enough. Do not, and I mean it, do not change positions. I would love to see Trovon Volk maybe take a step up. Maybe we go to an air raid offense. Maybe we start Stephen Traywin. Maybe we start Marco Stick again. Marco Stick played phenomenal. But let's go to training. Let's see how we look after training. We are an 86 overall. We just did not move. Team did not budge. But he goes up to star, which is shocking. I don't know why, but maybe just training. We'll take it. Training results. Let's look at it. 86 overall, 84 offense, 89 defense. We are where we have been, but look at this. We should have... Actually, let's go position by position. Trovon Volk is now an 87 overall. He should be elite for us. And I think there's a high chance I go to a air raid offense. But even Stephen Traywin might even surpass him next year. I'm unsure yet. Halfback. 91 overall for Shaq Hayes. Wish he developed a little bit better, but Kashawn Khalees, an 87 overall already. He's only a sophomore. Fullback. Don't have one. Oh well. Receiver. George McCarry looks incredible. Then we have Elijah Thompson, who's, yes, he's a senior. He might even get drafted. He might be like a 6th, 7th round pick. Then we have Justin Maben, sophomore. We have Athia Ajala, sophomore. Sure, we have Kegler. probably going to start Quandre Rashed, right? Pat DeMarco. But, like, we're in a really good spot where we need to utilize all of our good players. And that's going to start with, I think, an air raid offense. You guys let me know if you think we should get into an air raid offense. I think it will be better for us, as Trey Walters is now our highest rated center. Terrell Royer is probably going to play center, and then Trey Walters will probably play left guard for us. Or even right guard. But we're looking good. Still don't have any left edges. But Robert Tam is up to an 85 overall. Monty Blackstock is up to an 83. As you can see, their weight changes too. I never even recognized that. I don't know if you guys ever recognize that, but their weight changes. But Williamson is up to a 79. Batonio, 77. At D tackle, 83, 78, 77. Sam, Shakir Brace has a 74 overall. At Mike, it's going to be Faulkner. It's going to be Hamrick. I mean, Palczewski will probably start over Hamrick at this point. And then Garrison is still developing. At will, we have Tomopo, who looks pretty good. Corner, we have Nathan England, Cam France. Corner kind of dropped off a little bit, but not the end of the world. Ben Snead, our first 5-star player, is now a senior. Kind of crazy that we've already simmed for like 3 years from when we got him. But, and then we don't have a strong safety. Kicker, there was no development. Punting, there was very minimal development. But that is how training went. So let's advance this week. And that will probably do it for me this episode. We'll do everything else that we normally do in the next episode. Let me know if you guys think we should move to an air raid offense or stay in spread. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later. Peace.